What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel here. I'm starting off the vlog. It's a little bit different right now because we're gonna do a little bit of a family outing here, you guys, and it's kind of interesting. We have now been out of the house within the last few months together as a family, so and of course, Bentley, he's got his stick with me. How you doing, bud? Yeah. Oh, you do want me to play with you? All right. I'll go ahead and meet you outside in a minute. All right. But yeah, it's supposed to be a nice day out, but right now it's not looking like it, but hopefully the clouds clear up soon. So we're gonna go ahead and actually head down to my aunt and uncle's campground, and we're gonna do some family fun stuff. So do me a favor, you guys, smash that like button, you guys, because I'm really doing this for you guys. So it's just really time for us to get out of the house. So but nonetheless, let's go ahead and actually see if we can get my dog Bentley actually a little bit of attention. So guess what, everybody? I got some really exciting news that just came up actually just last week, a few days ago, or whatever it was. That really, this is a huge uplift for not just me, but also for many reptile lovers out here across the country or all over the world. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it because this is something we have hoped for several months, and it is finally a huge uplift for all of us. So several months ago, everybody, right at the start of 2022, you probably remembered hearing about a massive bill that was actually brought up by the U.S. Senate that actually would not allow certain most exotic animals in the pet trade not to be transported across state lines, whether if it was like little leopard geckos, corn snakes, betta fish, or even other exotic aquatic creatures as well. And most of those kind of animals, whether in the exotic pet trade, if they were listed as injurious, would not be allowed to be across state lines, nor allowed to be sold across state lines, or even brought into any educational programs. Well, after several months of an ongoing dispute, you guys, between many other legislators and other reptile enthusiasts out there opening their opinions actually to this bill, it just recently got finally brought down. As of lately, on July 28th, 2022, the U.S. Senate actually has turned down the U.S. Competes Act that actually would not allow certain animals to be across state lines. But this is a huge relief that finally that bill was rejected. And that means that we would be allowed not only to sell some certain exotic animals in the pet trade in our local area, but some that could be that are legally allowed to be shipped across state lines, as long as depending on the exact species. But with that being said, though, this is also just a bit of pure luck, you guys. Even though there are some people out there that are still going to try and keep fighting actually to prevent us reptile lovers keeping our reptiles, or even doing education programs out there across the country. But really, they need to know that these animals are not killing machines as some people make them out to be. We just really need to show them the truth about them. They're not monsters. Obviously, we know that. But some people just still don't get it. So how can we convince them actually to try and change their mind about all this stuff? You know what, you guys, let's go ahead and scratch that idea. So really, a new bill was actually brought up just recently, last month actually, that does support reptile keepers. And this bill, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and just read it to you off of my phone here. It's actually the bill is called. It's called the Chips Plus bill. And just as of July 28th, you guys, that bill was passed in the Senate. And, of course, it passed the House on July 28th, you guys. The current vote was 243 over 187, meaning that the vote actually, more people agreed and supported it than actually rejected. This bill includes some of the technology initiatives included in the America Competes Act, USICA, and other bills. The portion of competes that were not germane to the intent of the bill, including the Bad Lacey Act amendments, were not added to the Chips Plus package. This should be the end of any threat from the Lacey Act amendments for this congressional session. Thank you to everyone who contacted their legislators and voiced oppositions. Your opposition is hugely important and needed when advocacy is hugely important when advocacy groups like USARK meet with legislators. This gives us more attention if they have been hearing from their constitutions. The Reptile Nation is a huge part of USARK, and we just want to say thank you again to those who took the time to fight for responsible herpetoculturists, meaning that to any of you guys that work with reptiles currently right now, the U.S. ARC is saying thank you to all of you guys for actually voicing your opinions on the bill, on the Competes Act bill. And thankfully, this is a huge relief for us reptile lovers. This means that we are allowed to continue to do what many reptile lovers do, you guys. Whether it's actually, you know, doing reptile educational shows, you know, like conservation with wildlife, or even, you know, kind of doing what people have been doing lately. Just, you know, enjoying, like, breeding, you know, all these typical, like, exotic animals, you know, whether it's like betta fish, garter snakes, leopard geckos, all that kind of stuff is allowed to continue on to be shipped transported across state lines legally. Even though the Lacey Act does still have one little grip on one thing though, and that is Florida, you guys, because Florida, you know, Florida is like literally the capital of invasive species, whether it's plants, aquatic fish, or reptiles as well, because Florida has so much of that stuff down there, you guys. And the Florida Wildlife Commission is really not going to change at all in the next few years. So, but overall though, nationwide though, this is a huge relief, you guys. I will put the link to this article down in the description for you guys to go ahead and read a lot more about. So, if I did miss anything else, you guys feel free to just let me know in the comments below. Even if I did misrepresent a few things in this video as well, I'm not afraid to hear your guys' thoughts, because I mean, we all make mistakes too when we read something up, you guys. But nonetheless though, for me as a reptile lover personally, this is a huge relief, you guys, because I know there are many reptile educators out there, whether it's like Brian Barczyk, Emily from Snake Discovery, Cam Kennan, or Tom Crutchfield out there. They love wildlife and conservation as well, and this is a huge relief. So, but let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments down below, because this is a huge relief for us out there, you guys. Even though, like I did say in the last clip too, we don't want to lower our guard down completely, you guys, because this could return again one day in the future, 5 years from now. So, but hopefully it doesn't, you guys. So, but nonetheless though, I do want to hear what you guys thoughts are in the comments. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get inside my house, because it's starting to get pretty humid here in this car. Alright, you guys, so I think it's time to go ahead and actually feed a couple of my animals some dinner here. And this is a big chunk of tilapia, but I think my boy Tyson's gonna really enjoy it. So I don't know if he's gonna take it or not, but we'll find out and see if he's hungry or not. Come here, bud. You hungry? I got something for you. Got a big chunk of fishies right here. I think you might like it. Come on up, bud. I think you might like it. He seems interested. Come on up, bud. I know you want it. You not hungry? Alright, well, he's checking it out. Maybe even back the camera up a little bit here. I know you want it. Come on. Grab it. Grab it. It's tasty. You don't want it? You don't want it? You don't want it? You're not hungry? You want me to leave it in here? Maybe if I try it this way. No, he seems interested in it, but he isn't sure about it. Come on, bud. If you don't want it, just tell me. Oh, this guy's being a brat. He's testing my patience here. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna want it, you guys. Yeah, maybe he's not interested because of how big it is, so maybe if I cut it down a little bit, maybe I'll give it to him. But even if he doesn't want it, then I guess there's not much I can do, right? So, but, oh well. At least you actually tried it, but, I guess you're not hungry. Alright, so to clear things up actually here at this time, I did mention at the beginning of the vlog, you guys, on my intro, that we were going to do something family fun here, and unfortunately I didn't get it on camera. But I think my mom has decided this coming Thursday we're going to actually try and get outside again. and actually do something fun together. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and see if I can remember to get that in the next vlog or not, but it's just something for us to do, you know, because we, like I said, I may or may not have said it, but this past whole year alone, we really haven't gotten outside a whole lot, you know, especially during the summertime because of my brother's sickness, you know, and it was so severe, and he just really needed us there a lot. So, and it is still hard for us here at the family home, especially for my mom. She's still not over it, you guys, and I don't blame her whatsoever, you know. I mean, this was literally one of her children, you know, and it's very sad to lose one of them so young, and especially since this was my big brother. So, but there's really nothing we can do, but the only thing we can do is try and keep moving forward, you know, and try to make some good memories as much as we can. So I'm not gonna tell you guys exactly what we're gonna do yet, but I think we might have a little bit of fun there, you know. I mean, obviously it's good to get outside nonetheless, so, but let me know what you guys think it is, because I just kind of, I don't like to keep it as a surprise, but I don't want to spoil it at the same time. So, but anywho though, I'm just gonna go ahead actually and get outside and actually just be in the sun for a little bit, because I really need some of it. But let me know what you guys think it is down in the comments. Again, all of those of you out there in the reptile community here in the US that actually spoke your guys' opinions about your legislators across the US actually on trying to stop the Competes Act from banning all of our innocent exotic pets, you guys, thank you guys for doing that. And don't just be thanking me, you guys. Most of this credit deserves to go to US ARC, you guys, because they are the ones that actually put up as much of a fight as all of us did. So, nonetheless, though, you guys, go give US ARC a follow, you guys, on their Instagram, you guys. I'll leave it down below so you guys can go ahead and show them some love. But nonetheless, I'm just going to go ahead and end this video here, everybody. I promise I'll see y'all in the next one.